Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig. Thank you for clicking on the video. Hey, it's been a couple of weeks. Here's Gemma. I'll push her in the frame. Maybe she's showing up there. The pretty girl. She's hanging out for the video. But yeah, this is what you see. It's the title of the video, I think. It probably will be as well. What is it? It is the Kabar TDI Small, plain edge. Notice it's got the U-notch in it. There are two different types. There are ones that have this U-notch and ones that do not. A lot of times when you buy aftermarket sheaths for these, especially horizontal draw from your belt line, it's going to ask you, what model do you have? That's got the U-notch. So, clarify that. That's how you check. You just look at the right here, and that's your U-notch. That's what you want to see. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It holds in the hand quite well. I have medium to large hands as far as glove size, and it fits in my hand just right. Now, something I've been meaning to do, and we'll get back to this little one here. Here is the one that 504 Dirt Dart sent me. And again, Mr. Dirt Dart, thank you so much. I still love this. It's great. But I've taken it completely apart. I put the handle back together because I didn't want to lose the hardware, the 3 screws that go into it. Did not want to lose that. So here is what the blade looks like. And if you notice, this one does not have the U-notch in it. So that's the difference for you. There you go, kind of close to each other. Maybe it's showing up on camera, maybe not. Don't know. But it's just a solid piece of metal, the exact same size. Everything that you see is what you get. The handle actually covers up the actual metal of the handle completely. It's even got these little ridgy cutouts in it, just like you have on the handle material. Kind of like jimping on the hand. The handle is kind of fat though. I noticed from carrying this, I haven't carried a whole heck of a lot lately because I've had the smaller one. But from carrying this, the handle, it really sticks out quite a bit and it's not the most comfortable thing. This has a lot of hot spots on it, in it. Right here in the finger choil is a sharp edge. I've cut my fingers several times just, practicing with it and not even really pushing it into anything hard, just from grabbing it really hard. Let me grab it really hard right there. I don't know if that's showing up a little bit of a white line. Right across here is where I've been cut probably 3 or 4 times. So I'm tired of getting cut. Took it apart. I'm going to radius all of the mother-loving edges, including the edges up here on the spine of the blade. And try not to ruin that nice sharp point. And I think it'll be quite nice. I've even considered cutting this part off completely. Right around here in a circle shape probably. Why? I don't really need it for compliance on there. I want it more for concealability. Take that off, and I'm thinking of leaving it as is. I'm not going to put this handle back on it, is my thinking. Whether it works out or not, we'll soon to see. But what I'll do is more than likely wrap this with paracord. Not the 550, but the 410, 420 paracord, whatever it is. The smaller stuff. I'm going to wrap it. I haven't figured out what type of wrapping. I might do a French whipping. That way you get that circle around it and it creates a nice grip on there. I did that with the, the cold steel scimitar spike. But yeah, I've only touched up the edge slightly on ceramic rods on the Smiths. Ooh, those are dirty. I need to clean those. I like that. It works good, and I use a diamond steel as well. But that's what it looks like without its skin on. A notable, let me move these magnets away from my hard drive. There we go. Another notable difference is in the sheaths. Now, I didn't do any research on this to figure out if it's a later generation, newer generation, or if this is just the way it comes. When you buy the Kabar TDI large, you get this belt clip. This belt clip really isn't that good. It's a decent spring steel as long as you're carrying it around every once in a blue moon and you don't catch it on anything. What I mean by that is this doesn't catch anything because it'll bend it out like that, and you're stuck with something that doesn't work anymore. You can take this off, but there's no way to really bend it back into shape to where it retains quite well. But it comes free with a knife, and it's not that expensive. Can't really fault it for that. But that's a downside to it. Now, another point with the large, since I took the handles off, the handles are what create retention in the sheath. You put it in like this, it looks like it's going to be good, but look. I made a liar out of myself. There's some slight retention there because I have these screws down really tight. But it's not clicking in. There's nothing to hold it in. This little bulb right here around the top of the handle is what fits in here. And together with that and the blade is what holds the retention. I think I can get away with it though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this knife in here. I'm going to heat it up with my wife's hairdryer and squish it down on it. And I want some really good retention. I'll mess around with this sheath before, spending the $20 to $60. I've even seen some for $75 for a horizontal sheath. Just Kydex on the largest. The smalls are cheaper. But I'm thinking about doing that. And I'm also going to cut this off completely. This is my pipe dream. I'm going to cut this off completely right there. Because that rubs up against the skin. It's really not that necessary. It doesn't create a lot of retention once the handles are off. So I'm going to cut that away. Probably cut this side as well. We'll see. As long as this plastic forms well, it'll turn out great, or it'll just turn into a muddled, crappy mess, and I'll have to figure something else out. Enough about the large. Go back to the small. The small, I really like the way it grips in the hand. It's a really good self-defense tool as a last-ditch knife. This would not be my primary choice, honestly, just because you don't have much reach and it's very small. However, it's very concealable. There's a slight downside with these little belt loops. I took this off. But these little belt loops, you can bend them a little bit, but most belts do not fit through them. I have SOE Low Pro EDC belt and it does not fit through. Won't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up a little bit and push this in and pull this out just to create a little bit of a gap there. Or I may take my Dremel and cut a little bit out on this side, not that side because you can cut through easily. On this side, just open it a hair more. I don't need a lot because I want it tight. I want it to where if I have it on my belt, I have to pull my belt through a little bit. Right now it doesn't fit. Hopefully that changes it. This little sheath actually has really good retention on it. It could be stronger, because in a heated situation you're going to be yanking that out of there anyways. You're not going to gingerly pull it out. And it has your thumb ramp on the top, blah, 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 blah. It does not have any functional jimping, just like the large does. That's easily alleviated by cutting your own if you want to. When I got this, I didn't buy it brand new. I actually bought this from a local pawn shop here called SDM Pawn. And someone who does not know how to sharpen knives at all, who's worse than I am, just jacked the crap out of this. And it's taken me a lot of work. If anyone already has a TDI knife, you know how hard this steel is. It's going to hold the edge great, but it takes a lot to sharpen it. And I've got her fairly sharp. It's not where I want it yet. I haven't been dicking around with it too much, but let's see. Let me give you a little demonstration. It's pretty sharp. It does the job. It'll cut you really good, but it's not where I want it. It works though. It does the job. Could be sharper. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this. This, I don't know if I'm going to remove the handles on it. I guess it kind of depends how it works with that other one. If I like the way it turns out, it might. But this size, it's really concealable. Very easy. And I kind of like it actually. I got this. The sticker price on it was $30. I got it for $15. I know the guys that run the shop over there, and I said I'm not going to pay $30 for it. So how about 15? I said sold. Just like that. This is pretty good though. I'm impressed with the small. I really like the large, but I want to do some modifications to both. I know I said this before, but hopefully I get my butt in gear and do this, and you take it to work because they have a nice grinding stone. I'm going to use that. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Post your comments and questions, smart remarks down below. And you guys have a great day.